Hey, how's it going, YouTube? How y'all doing today? These cattle are shaping up real good. Like this guy right here. He's developing. He's kind of packing on weight. This is about right where they when a small baby calf is starting to get to that point where they're starting to develop real good. That's about what this animal looks like right here. Animals, this one still needs some time. We'll need a few months at least to get the 5 weight. The rest of these animals are looking good. Now that this grass is growing in, these animals are looking good. Animals all are. When cattle get grass, they start to look a bit different, especially when they get a free choice grass, as much grass as they can eat. And it's annual ryegrass is a real good quality grass too. And I've been stomping around in this mud all morning, and it's almost like a workout. It's hard to get my feet out of this mud. I'm out of breath. Hey. Yep, cattle are shaping up real good. This Tuesday is supposed to be a real good conditions for putting fertilizer. If I'm looking to put in fertilizer, I need to have it done this Tuesday. For me to fertilize this field, for me to fertilize all this right here, everything, for me to fertilize it properly, I'd probably put when I look at this field, when I look at what's going on in this field right now, it's about 7 acres back there. I got 3 acres up front. So when I look at it, as of right now, just taking a look at what's going on, I would think that, what I would do is I would put a half ton. I would put half a tonnage of some low phosphorus fertilizer with a good bit of nitrogen, potassium in it. I put about a half ton on about 7 acres right now is what I would. When I just take a look at how this grass is growing in, that's what I would do. That would cost me about probably close to $400 to do that. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Well, if I put that $400 worth of fertilizer on this field right now, that would be that'd be okay. Ultimately, because these cattle may be going to market. A majority of these cattle will be going to market here in about 2 months. Some of these smaller ones like him will need to stick around for a little longer. He's starting to develop pretty good too. He was a little bit sucked in, but he's starting to thicken up a little bit, which is good. Yeah, most of these animals will be going to market here. Like cattle like this one, especially this size, will be going to market in about a month. Well, I guess it's about it's just over a month now. A majority of these animals will be going to market. When I take these animals to market, I'll be getting this field ready for hay. If I put a fertilizer on this field right now, it cost me $400. These cattle will get an unlimited supply of forage to eat for the last 2 months. Then any sort of residual fertilizer that is left over, Sudan grass that I plant afterwards, it'll fertilize that Sudan grass. So it ain't like I'm gonna put fertilizer on this field, then just feed cattle on it for 2 months, then just let rain just wash it away. I'll be planting something else on this field afterwards. So if I fertilize it right now, it'd be a pretty good idea, I think. This Tuesday, the rain conditions are supposed to be real good for it. Weather conditions are real good for growing grass. The stars have aligned, I suppose, for putting in fertilizer. If I'd like to put fertilizer on this field, this Tuesday is when I should be doing it. It's supposed to be about a 1/4 inch of rain. Then it's supposed to be it's supposed to get up to 75 at a certain point next week too. So It's supposed to be warm. There's supposed to be just enough rain to put fertilizer in. So if I was gonna put fertilizer on this field, I would do it this Tuesday. It'd be a very, very, very good opportunity to do so. Even if I put fertilizer on this field, I'll plant Sudan grass on it afterwards when these cattle go to market. So, yep, I gotta go take a look at some equipment. This so what happened with this equipment? I've been piecing together equipment. A silage wrapper. Okay, so I've been kind of looking into this whole silage ordeal, kind of looking into this silage thing that I've been looking into. So a silage wrapper. So to move a bale of silage, I need a what's called a bale grabber. A bale grabber is just something that grabs the bale by its sides like this, then picks it up. Where a hay fork will stick a bale like this, then just pick it up. The thing about a hay fork is that if I stick a bale like this, then pick it up to move it around, if it's a silage bale, it'll put a big old air pocket in the center of that bale. So silage, it needs to, I believe it's called anaerobic fermentation of grass material. So if there's air in it when I wrap it up, if there's air in that bale, that bale will rot. So if I stick a bale, then pick it up, then put it on that machine to wrap it, where I stuck that bale, it will there'll be a big old air pocket in it, so it'll rot. It'll start to mold, it'll start to rot. So I need a bale grabber. The thing about a bale grabber is that it requires a hydraulic flow. So I need to be pulling hydraulic fluid from my tractor to the bale grabber. The bale grabber would be on the front of my tractor, and so I would have to run hydraulic lines to the bale grabber. So, well, a big bale of silage would, so okay, I mean, my tractor should be able to handle it. My tractor, my loader is capable of picking up to, I believe it's somewhere over 2,500 pounds. So it's able to pick up over 2,500 pounds at the hitch point. So like, could I pick up a bale like 5 feet up into the air? Probably not. These silage bales, they're gonna weigh in excess of 1,000 pounds. A silage bale, from what I've been reading, a silage bale needs to be compressed properly. It needs to be compressed at over 1,800 psi, so that it pushes that air out of that bale. Preferably, it needs to be at 2,000 psi. So to compress a silage bale properly, I need to be compressing a bale at over 1,800 psi. Long story short, that means that bale is going to be real heavy. It's going to be a real heavy bale, so it'll probably weigh over 1,000 pounds. So there's a lot going on. I got to put the equipment together. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I was taking a look at my tractor this morning. My tractor does seem to have a diverter valve on it. I'm gonna call the dealership that I bought this tractor from to see if I did get a bale grabber, could I just connect it to the hydraulics, to the valve on my hydraulic stick right now? Could I just connect it to there? I'm gonna call them and ask. I'm actually gonna call them and ask to see if they'll install it for me. If I get the bale grabber, how much would they charge if it's possible? Animals are shaping up real good. But yep, I need a bale grabber because I need to be able to grab bales. Because if I go around sticking bales to pick them up, it'll put a bunch of air in that bale. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. But I need that. Yeah, I need the proper equipment. The whole thing is I only get one shot at this. If I mess this up, it's game over, because I'm going to be leveraging for this equipment. So if I leverage for this equipment, then I need more equipment, or if I have the wrong equipment, it's a huge problem. It's like a financial catastrophe. So I need to make sure I get the right equipment. I need to look through this equipment properly. I need to make sure that everything that I get functions as it should for what I need it to do. Another big problem that I was seeing with these silage balers is that these silage balers, there are machines called the balers that are used for silage are called silage special balers. And the ones that I've been able to find, they roll 4x6s, so they roll real big bales. My bale wrapper, it can only run a 4x5 bale. So the bale wrapper that I've been looking at is a Made in America Anderson RB200, and it costs about $9,000 after shipping. So that silage wrapper, that bale wrapper, can only handle up to 4x5. So if a silage, if I have a baler that's running a 4x6, that bale will be too big to wrap on that wrapper. So I'm looking through equipment. My big thing for equipment is that I need to piece this equipment together, because that silage wrapper, that silage baler, stuff like that, that stuff is the last that I need. So what I need first is a good tractor, is a good diesel, preferably over 60 horsepower diesel tractor, a good one, an old one that's still functioning properly. I got about 3 or 4 that I'm looking at right now. Once I source that baler, I can the cutting hay, it'll be sometime around July. Even if I have a silage baler, or if I have silage equipment, July, it rains a lot here generally. Usually April, May, June. In June, it usually rains a lot here. So I could be April, May. I could be harvesting silage in May. So I need to have all my equipment together by late April. So I'm piecing everything together. I don't need everything right today. I'm piecing everything together. I need to make sure everything is I need to make sure that everything is what it should be. I need to make sure that everything is well, I mean, it needs to work, because if I fail, or if I mess up, it's a financial disaster. So I have about 2 months to really think these things through, to piece together equipment. These cattle are going to market. I'll be making some money on these cattle. I'll see what kind of money I have. That'll free up a lot of my credit. So when I free up a lot of credit, my credit score will go up real high. I could go to a local dealership to ask for a line of credit from that local dealership to buy all the equipment that I need. Or I could just open up a line of credit at a bank for if I decide that I need $25,000, I'll go to the bank and I'll ask for $25,000 at under 5% interest. Then I could just take the financing from the bank to buy whatever I need. So that's about how it's gonna go. I'm gonna get my tractor first with the money that I have. I'm going to look for a tractor first. I'm not gonna be buying one until I find the right one, but I'm gonna be looking for a tractor. I'm going to plant this field. I'm going to take these cattle to market. I'm going to pay my debts. My credit score will go up, because my credit will free up. Then when I have that credit available, I'll be looking at dealerships to open up lines of credit at, or I'll go ask a banker to see if I can get a better line of credit at a commercial bank, or if I can get a better line of credit at a dealership. By this Tuesday, I'm also going to be fertilizing this field. I need this field to dry up a little bit more, but I'm going to be fertilizing this field as well. All right, that's it for me today, YouTube. Y'all have a good one.